Altrady is the #1 automated third-party trading platform that I've ever used. I've been using Altrady since November 2023 and other trading platforms before that since 2018. But honestly, Altrady is the best because they favor security, execution, and they also have an incredible granular experience when it comes to both automated and active trading. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to get set up with Altrady with a fresh account and a fresh Bybit account. Now, if you don't have Altrady yet or Bybit account, I have links for both of those down in the description below. Just to explain something real quick, when you're signing up for Altrady, Altrady itself is not an exchange, but it's a third-party trading platform, meaning that they are executing trades on your behalf on all of the different exchanges that you have connected to Altrady. This makes managing your crypto portfolio so much faster, so much easier, and you can get all of your notifications in one place. So I already have a fresh account over here on Altrady, and I've gone over to my exchange API settings. If we're on the landing page right here and you just created a fresh account, hit add real account. We're going to click add API key. An API key, for those that are wondering, is basically a key that includes the key and the secret. And you need both of these different variables in order to connect your exchange to Altrady. Altrady does support many other exchanges, but not every single exchange in the world. But they do support a lot of the good ones. So we're going to click on Bybit and we're going to go into my Bybit account. I'm already logged in. And in the overview section over here, or if you click on the user icon up there and go down to API, or right over here to API, you can click this. Now I have a problem because this is literally a fresh Bybit account, which means when I click create new key, I'm going to be forced to set up Google 2FA authentication. Now, for those that don't understand 2FA, there's a lot of new terms in here. I know, brace yourself. But 2FA stands for two-factor authentication. It's a form of protecting your account. Your email and your password just isn't enough. You need to add 2FA on all of your cryptocurrency exchanges and all of your different platforms. Yes, Altrady does support both 2FA and also a Passkey, which is actually even better. But we're going to go ahead and set this up on this fresh account. I'll walk you through it. So we click on setup. And once we're here, we're going to choose Google two-factor authentication. Notice SMS authentication is not enabled. This should never be an option. I don't know why exchanges still do this. Don't ever use your phone for authentication. Use Google 2FA. Note that Google 2FA doesn't actually have to be Google's two-factor authentication tool. It could be a tool like Authy, which I'm going to be using. So I'm going to go to settings, and it's going to ask me to verify my account. So I have to go over to my email. Now that I pasted in the code, I'm prompted with some instructions. Search Google Authenticator. Yes, you can use that. There are other 2FA tools as well. But first thing we need to do is we need to scan this code or copy the key that's down here. Now, I'm showing you this for the sake of an example, but you should never ever show anyone this. This stays just with you because this is giving people access to your account. So I have my phone right here, and I'm going to go ahead and log in and set this up to create a new account. So I'm going to go over here, and you're going to see on Authy, it's showing something like this, where it says, you're ready to scan. Well, the camera didn't like that. So I'm going to hit scan QR code, and then it turns into a camera. Hello. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to scan the QR code that's on the screen, and then it says adding account. I'm going to go ahead and hit save. I'll show you my screen in just a second. Cool. So now that this is done, I have a new key that's right here. If we go right there, I know it's going to freak out again, but now I have a new key on my phone. And that key, that 6-digit two-factor authentication password, this is actually being updated every 30 seconds, which is cool. And again, this is why 2FA is so novel, because now I can click here and I can enter in the code that I see, 276394. Gonna head and click confirm. There we go. Now it's been enabled. Perfect. So again, the main thing you need to know is that when you're using Google 2FA, you actually don't have to worry about the numbers that are refreshing. It's more about when you create the account, you don't want to share that code with anyone, and you definitely need to back up your 2FA. This is very, very important because if your 2FA gets lost, you lose access to everything. There's a lot of hoops you have to jump through to get access to everything. But this is, again, a good reason for doing so is for protecting your account, okay? Now, we're going to go ahead down to our API section, and in API, we're going to create a new key. This is really small. I just realized. There we go. So we're going to do a system-generated API key up here, and we're going to click on Connect to Third-Party Applications, and in here, we're going to just type in Altrady. There we go. And now we need to choose read and write because we want Altrady to trade on our behalf. And we also want Altrady to be able to view our open positions and orders. Now, this requires a unified trading account that's on Bybit. Other exchanges will have different requirements. And again, it's going to walk you through all this stuff for every single account. So I'm just using Bybit for the sake of this example, okay? So the main thing you need to know, you should never ever click assets because if you enable assets, then this means that Altrady has the permission to transfer your funds, to transfer between sub-accounts, to convert exchange history, blah, 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 blah. Now, there are different API keys and reasons why you might want to enable those, but Altrady doesn't need them. They don't want them. Don't click them. When I hit submit, then I'm going to be presented with another query. I need to go ahead and send myself a verification code again, and then I need to put in my newly created 2FA code. So wait a second, and then I'll come right back. All right, here we go. Hit next step. And now this is the really important part. Now we have a name, which is the app, Altrady. We have an API key and an API secret. This is all we need. We're going to go ahead and hit copy. We're going to go to Altrady. And we're going to paste in our API key here. Go back to Bybit, API secret, click, paste it in here. Note, there's something really important about this. Your API secret key will be revealed only once at the time of creation and will be hidden thereafter. You can always make a new API key if something happens to it, either on Altrady's side or on Bybit's side. It's okay. So don't think that if you lose it, it's the end of the world. It's just how you have good safety practices. We're going to hit understood, and now it's been created down here. So we can see Altrady, connect to third-party applications. There's the API key, but we can't see the secret. That's on purpose. Going over here to Altrady, I'm going to go over here, and the last thing I need to do is figure out, do I want to enable a futures account with this? Now, maybe you do have a unified trade account on Bybit, but my recommendation is that you have a separate account for futures, just because it makes things a lot easier to manage. Trust me, when you have multiple accounts. So by default, enable spot account is done. And then we're going to hit save. That's it. Cool. So I have no funds on my account. That's right, because I have no funds on this account. If I go over here, go to my assets overview, funding overview, I literally got nada, nothing, zippity-doo da day. Okay, but you will have funds and those funds will show up over here. So once you've done that, then you have this account that's all set up. So let's talk about the next part about this, which is account security. So in account security, note that you can and you should enable 2FA for Altrady. They also have this great option for adding a passkey. This is fantastic, and I highly recommend using this because it's actually just a smidge safer than 2FA. Now, we're actually going to come down here to our account API keys. Now, because I haven't done everything, I haven't verified my account, all the fun stuff, I'm not going to be able to see it there, but you will see it there. So that way, when you go to your dashboard, you're going to see your funds. You're going to be able to go over here and you're going to be able to set up trades, all that good stuff. Now, we're not quite done yet. We need to go down here to our settings. And there's one last thing I want to show you. There's a lot of global notifications that you might want to consider adding. For example, when you've added Bybit or Coinbase or whatever exchange you want to use Altrady with, you're going to see all these here, but maybe some of them you're really not wanting notifications for at all. You can actually remove them or add them if you want to. So that way, every time an order is filled, you'll get a notification on Altrady, which can be handy, but sometimes a little bit annoying if you're running bots that are just generating trades over and over and over, right? You can also send emails to yourself based off of custom alerts, all this fun stuff. The main things you need to know is that just having this set up right here, your push notifications for trade alerts and email alerts, this is the most important. And of course, you can get some fun customization here with sound effects for buying and selling, again, for better or worse. But this is the gist of how you get set up using Altrady. Again, if you haven't signed up yet for Bybit, there's a link down below. They have other incentives that are down here, and you can enjoy that. And again, there are links to sign up for Altrady in the description down below. Now, albeit some of you have already set up your Altrady accounts and you're already rearing and ready to go, but you just don't know how, where, what, where, why. This is just the first in many more videos to come that will be a series focusing on setting up trading, executing bots, setting up grid bots, setting up swing trades, all that fun stuff on Altrady. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, and keep an eye out for my next video on Altrady. And until the next time, you know what to do. Stay awesome and stay in the green. Peace.